What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panfro Games, and we have more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news and leak updates to share with you all today. In today's episode, we're covering tons of Riddler's Coup content. We also got information about shiny Pokemon, and we have a data mine roadmap. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video. I really appreciate it. Starting off with shiny information for Scarlet and Violet, so Joe Merrick of Cerebi was at the Scarlet and Violet preview event, and he was able to get the first shiny Pokemon, which is really awesome, and it was a shiny Skidoo. Unfortunately, he did not have footage to share it, but I do believe it because he is Joe Merrick. So this Skidoo was shiny in the overworld. If you didn't know, like Pokemon Legends Arceus, the Pokemon can be shiny in the overworld, which is a huge change compared to Pokemon Sword and Shield. However, there was no shiny jingle or shine to it. It was just a shiny Skidoo. And apparently on the minimap, it was also not a shiny Pokemon either. But Joe is also saying here, minimap sprites only really appeared when I just had the map pulled up too. They weren't there as standard. So maybe that's going to be an option for us to have the minimap icons on all the time, or maybe it's not going to be a feature that we can use. But just good to know that if you see a shiny Pokemon, you're going to have to probably see it. There's probably going to be no jingle to it or anything. So it's going to be a little bit annoying to get shiny Pokemon, unlike Legends Arceus, where it's like, oh, I hear a shiny Pokemon. I wonder where it is. You're actually going to have to see it this time. And it seems like there is no assistance from the game on where it actually is. And then we get this interesting interaction between Joe Merrick and Riddler Coup. So Joe Merrick is saying technically for a full living form dex from November 2022 will acquire 18 of each Pokemon in each Pokemon form. So you have each Terra type, right? Then Riddler Coup says no, that's wrong because Terra type is changeable, which is true. So every Pokemon can have one of the 18 types. There's nothing exclusive about each type to each Pokemon, and you can change it easily within the game too. So when you transfer these Pokemon, let's say from Gen 9 to Gen 10, there's still going to be this same 18 Pokemon. And let's be real, Terrestrialize is not going to probably be in a future Pokemon game. As we know, Mega Evolutions haven't come back. Dynamax is not coming back. Z-Crystals aren't coming back either. So we know this happens with Pokemon games. So no, you don't need 18 of each Pokemon. Now, let's talk about the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet data mine. So when is it going to actually happen? Well, I'll say this. No one knows the exact date when it's going to actually happen, right? Anyone who says they know, you should automatically discredit them and not like listen to them because they just don't know. The reality is the data mine is going to happen when it happens, but we can compare the past data mines and see on average how many days is it going to happen before the release date of November 18th. And it looks like probably the most time we had was Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. It was 11 days before the release date, and the shortest one was Sword and Shield, which was 4 days before the release date. So we're looking about an average of 8 days before the release date if we compare all these numbers together, which is pretty generous, honestly. I mean, 8 days for the data mine, so November 10th is going to be pretty nice. But that doesn't mean leaks are going to happen before then. Of course, someone's going to have a copy of the game and leak images, probably put up videos and stuff. We're going to be seeing a lot of stuff from the leaks before the data mine even happens. But we'll just have to wait and see. We just don't know when everything's going to happen, but it makes a lot of sense. Now for some Riddler Coup leak updates. So Riddler Coup tweeted this out a while ago, and we've actually covered this on the channel, and he had an update for this list about the coin Pokemon. So before Riddler Coup talked about the coin Pokemon, he said it's really OP. He has a powerful new ability that has a crazy high attack power, signature move with 0 negative effect. And then he said it was a 5 PP move with a 140 or 150 battle power attack move. So this thing is going to be crazy. But then he has an update. He says the move was nerfed. The signature move was nerfed for this Pokemon, which is crazy to me. And the crazy part is not just that the move was nerfed. I mean, it makes sense. It's not really a nerf. They're just balance testing right now. But the fact that Riddler Coup's Contact has the ability to play this newer version of the game and the older version probably means his Contact's actually like someone who's on the Game Freak localization team there, which is really awesome. So it makes it so that Riddler Coup is even more reliable. It would be weird for him to say, well, nerf confirmed. If he was lying in the first place, why would he just like backtrack this one thing that we didn't even know about in the first place? So I just think it makes Riddler Coup really more legit. And I am happy that the move got nerfed because 150 base power move with no drawbacks would be utterly broken and completely breaks the game, honestly. And that would be a Pokemon you essentially run on every single team. So I am happy that there is a nerf there. Riddler Coup then puts out this tweet ES plus DK plus MH. Welcome to the orgy. Well, I'm going to be real. We have still not figured this one out as a community. However, we do have some hints. It's a single word in all our Pokemon terminologies. And some people are saying that this could be relating to a new item or a new item with an effect, or maybe even a new weather effect. So this one's still, we don't know what this is. When we get some information, I'll let you guys know for sure. Now, Riddler Koo is starting to tease more information about the Paradox Pokemon. And he says, wanna know PS type. PS stands for Paradox Suicune. And he said it's not depth. If you solve, you know. So we don't know what the answer of the typing of Paradox Suicune is. However, we do know that Paradox Pokemon are all dual types, and that Paradox Suicune is going to keep that water type, and it's going to add an additional type to it. So we're looking at a couple of certain types. One, Suicune could be water ice because it does learn ice moves. It could also be water flying because it does learn flying moves, and water psychic because it also learns psychic moves. So those are the three that look like the best right now. Riddler Koo has not confirmed if anyone's gotten it right yet. He has not revisited his tweet yet, but when he does, I'll let you guys know. But personally, I think water flying would actually be really sick for Suicune. Makes a lot of sense. Water ice is really solid too. Pretty good offensively there. Riddler Koo then gives us 3 facts about the Paradox Pokemon. So the first one is he says all Paradox Pokemon are dual type. We already knew that. And the thing is, they always switch one of their types. So if they were already a dual type, they'll lose one of their typings and gain another. If they were a monotype, they'll gain a secondary typing to their Paradox form. Then he tweets this out in Chinese. And what this means is none of the future forms will have any steel types. So no steel type Paradox Pokemon for Pokemon Violet. Potentially for Pokemon Scarlet, but if the leaks are correct from Kaka, then there is no Steel type Paradox Pokemon at all, which I think is really cool, honestly. I think Steel is an overused type, and it's more interesting to get these new type combinations out there. Then his third fact says, in Chinese here, that there is no Fire type Paradox Pokemon for Pokemon Scarlet. So no Fire in Scarlet, no Steel in Violet is what we're currently looking at for these games. And if you didn't know, here is the current list of the Paradox Pokemon for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And this is using all of the confirmed typed information that we know. So if you see like an Amoonguss not having a second type here, because we actually don't know what the second type is, but we do have some good assumptions based off of Riddler Koo and Kaka. But right now, this is all going to be correct at the moment. But if you look at the unconfirmed types, we get some more information. Jigglypuff, Amoonguss, Tyranitar, Hariyama, Magneton. We're not 100% sure on these yet, but it makes sense with the information that Kaka told us, because he told us how many types are going to be for the Paradox Pokemon, and we were just filling in the blank. So these I'm not 100% sure on, but everything else that is not highlighted in red, this is going to be their Paradox typing. And I really hope we get to see this in a new trailer very soon. We are like 3 weeks away, and we do not have any official confirmation about Paradox Pokemon right now, which is very disappointing to me. So hopefully we get something soon. And our last bit of news is apparently there's gonna be some Pokemon information dropping on October 25th. And this is really interesting because we covered in our last video that is there some information on the back of the card, but Philly Beats this time says there's nothing on the back. This is a promo cycle evolving Scarlet and Violet. So potentially this could be a trailer on this Tuesday. So we could get something this week, which is really exciting. Could be a teaser for a trailer later in the week as well. But this was going out to a lot of content creators and media outlets, so we don't know. And I'm going to guess that we're going to be getting some sort of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer this week. And the fact that it has a Gengar on it is really highlighting a ghost type. And it's going to be festive Halloween too this week. So I'm assuming we're going to see some sort of ghost type Pokemon at this October 25th event. So hopefully that comes true, because honestly, we need something. And maybe, hey, it could be Paradox Mischievous. That could be it. Well, guys, let me know in the comment section below what Paradox Pokemon you are most excited for, and anything else you're excited for Scarlet and Violet. We're almost here, so I cannot wait, and keep it tuned to Panfro Games for all the Pokemon information, for guides, for leaks, and everything else. If you're new, please subscribe, like the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a great one.